Today, I'm going to show you something for Polytopia that fans have been asking for years. Mods for Polytopia. Yes. Now, these are not officially supported, but fans went ahead and did it anyways. Today, I'm going to show you what mods are available for Polytopia now, how you can create and submit your own for other people to try, and how you can download them and put them on your game. Okay, let's get some mods for Polytopia. First, some quick disclaimers. We need to be clear, adding modifications to your Polytopia game is not officially endorsed or supported. The modifications showed in this video are unofficial. However, they are free to use and open source. Second, mods for Polytopia only work on the Steam platform. So you will need to have a Steam account and the game on your computer in order to use them. Finally, we need to remember that these are still a work in progress. They are made by fans, by volunteers, not professionals. They are not as polished as what you might expect. Okay, let's look at the mods. There are two main types, tribes and reworks. Here's an example of a skin for Imperius called Gladius. They have Roman-style gladiator helmets with purple plumes. The fruit is an olive branch. The mountains are more like hills. And the rammer is a Roman-style war frigate. But it plays the same as Imperius. Here's a skin for Bardur called Ohevison. They have long swords, long ships, long hair, and a cool Stonehenge Park of Fortune monument. If you want to role-play Cortez versus Montezuma, you can get the Conquistador-inspired skin for Hudrick and the Aztec-inspired skin for Quetzali. See which side has the superior weaponry, military tactics, and alliances in this version of colonialism. There are so many more. You can download them from the Polymod Discord server, and a link is in the description. In addition to skins, there are some fan-made special tribes. Here's a special tribe called Minor Sag. These dwarf Polytopians start with the excavation tech, which replaces forestry. They can't do lumber huts or chop forests, but they can excavate to provide population. Instead of sawmills, they have factories. And they have this tunnel feature, which is basically a form of teleportation, although this tribe is still a work in progress. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Have you ever been tired of losing to a hexapod spamming Cymanti on small drylands in Polytopia? Now you can mow them down with guns and tanks with the new Militas Tribe. Militias bring Polytopia warfare into the modern age. Instead of riding horses, you ride jeeps. Instead of charging on knights, you fly with helicopters. Instead of positioning bombers, you navigate submarines. There are small guns, medium guns, and big guns. Unlock the capitalism tech to build shopping centers and rev your economy. Spread the way of the Big Mac to grow your population by building McDonald's. If you're tired of dominating the map with your big arsenal, establish the Geneva Convention to encourage a ceasefire. And yes, militias have nukes. With militias, you can call in a nuclear strike when you get tired of them turtling. Just be careful of the nuclear fallout. It can affect your people as well. Try the new Militas Tribe for Polytopia today. Available exclusively in Polymod.
Besides fan-made skins and special tribes, there are also mods which change the balance of the game. For example, there's a mod called Poly Plus, which makes significant changes to the tech tree. Ports are in aquaculture. All tribes can use aquacrops. And custom houses are back, but in the aquatism tech. Riding is in a separate tech branch, and you need free spirit to access roads. Here's another example called Brokentopia. This combines a bunch of old economic aspects of the game that were broken. And it's mostly a joke, but it gives you stupid amounts of stars. Starfish give 10 stars, Chop Forest gives 2 stars, markets have the doubled feature, Ice Bank in Polaris gives you 4 stars per ice tile, custom houses and whales are back. There's more, but you get the idea. Next, let's show how you can make your own skins. First, make some images, also called sprites, which will replace the default tribe sprites in the game. I started by looking at the real game sprites. These are publicly available in the online repository from the Mijiwan website. I use PowerPoint for this, but you can use any image design apps like Blender or Scratch. For the units, I designed a head, a body, a shield, and a giant. I made some buildings like city options and a couple of monuments. Since I didn't make anything else, the game will use the default barter parts like the usual animal, trees, mountain, and fruit. Any part of the sprite that will have a tribe color, like the unit body or the shield, needs to have a transparent version so the game can put the proper color there. Once you have the sprites made, you need to make 3 JSON text files. The manifest has the name, version, and author. Localization has the name of the skin and description. And the sprites file has a list of all the sprites with specifications for size and position. You got to name the sprites to fit with the nomenclature in the code. It can take some trial and error to make the sprites look right in the game. If you need help, you can ask in the Polymod Discord server. Finally, compress all the files as a zip folder. Add that file to the mod folder in the Battle of Polytopia folder in the common Steam file. Restart the game and play. Ta-da! If you want to make more complicated mods like new units with abilities that aren't already in the game, you can do that too with these JSON text files. Details can be found in the Polymod wiki, and there's a link in the description. Now let's show how you can download and play these mods for Polytopia step by step. All these instructions will be in the description. First, make sure you're on the latest version of Polytopia. Next, go to the Polymod website and hit download. Find the Polymod in your downloads and double click. If you get this suspicious thing, say more info and then run anyway. Before you install, I highly recommend making a backup of the game. Find the Steam folder in your program files, open up the Steam apps folder, content folder, go to the common folder in that Steam apps and look for Polytopia. Transfer that backup copy of the Battle of Polytopia folder in a separate place in case you want to put it back later. Once you have your backup copy safely tucked away, go back to the Polymod app that you downloaded from the website, hit install, browse, and search for that Battle of Polytopia folder in your Steam apps. Hit launch. It will take a few moments to load. Then, voila! Polytopia with the option for mods. Now you need to add some mods. You can make your own, like I showed in the previous section, or you can download some public mods. Go to the Polymod Discord server and find the mods forum. A link will be in the description. Let's grab the Gladius skin for Imperius and the Ohevenson skin for Barter. Download the files and move them into that mods folder in the Battle of Polytopia. Then restart the game. There they both are, ready to play. If you decide later you want to remove a mod, just go into that folder and take the file out. Okay, I hope you are as excited to use and make mods for Polytopia as I am. One limitation is that mods for Polytopia are not available for multiplayer. That's because multiplayer servers cost money. These mods are free to use and made by volunteers. But if you want to support them and potentially fund a future mod multiplayer server, you can donate to their Ko-fi. Anyways, a link is in the description. Another way to help is to go to their GitHub and give them a star. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. You don't want to miss out on any exciting Polytopia content that's coming in the future. Okay, take care. See you on the next one.